will improve, because it's pretty rotten at the moment.
About 4 years ago, I proposed the model of the West Lothian answer, which is to strip out the national MPs, like the MSPs in Scotland, and replace them with the Westminster MPs, meeting 1 week in every month, with 3 weeks at Westminster. Now, it's a bit like a super grand committee. You remember under Thatcher there was the grand committees. I think there is a problem. I believe in home rule. I think, you know, we do believe in localism, we believe in democracy and delegating power down close to people. But actually, some of these national assembly bodies that the EU love and have been promoting, let's be honest, the EU likes the Welsh Assembly and the Scottish Parliament. They need dealing with, don't they? But if we actually get the Westminster MPs to replace the out-of-work MSPs and AMs and all of that, that's a nice clean solution, and it would rebind the country back together. And you could have an English Parliament formed of English Westminster MPs meeting 1 week a month, and having an English First Minister if you wanted, and that would be fair to everyone.
Thank you. I'll take one more question on policy, and then we've got 2 more questions, and then we'll go on to the closing speeches. I do apologise that I haven't been able to get through every single question that's been asked. What I have tried to do is cover every major area of issue that's been discussed. So I'll take I'll give the last 3 questions then. First question will be from A.S. Tallett in Christchurch, which is that high-speed rail is included in our policy. Currently, some MEPs are actively opposing the proposed route to Birmingham. What is your view?
Anything, any type of transport that can get us around and make life easier is welcome. That's all I have to say.
Well, this HS2 proposal from London to Birmingham is going to cost about £17 billion. And the question that I've asked is, how on earth can we afford that at this current moment in time to shave a few minutes off the journey to Birmingham with, I can't see any direct massive economic benefit. But the other problem we've got with the policies, which as I say I didn't read before the election and no one did, is I also understand in the policy documents we advocate offshore wind farms when Godfrey Bloom and I are campaigning against them. So you know, we do need as a party to sit down and actually go through those policy documents, because I think we have got 1 or 2 inconsistencies.
I did try and get the policies launched about 2 years before the election, so that everyone had a chance to campaign on them. Unfortunately, it got stuck in the, the political committee didn't meet. But anyway, we've been over that ground. High-speed rail, wouldn't it? I came here by train, actually, and if we had a high-speed rail line to Exeter, wouldn't that make a difference? I mean, Nigel and I use the TGV quite a bit and the Eurostar, and it does make a hell of a difference. I worked on the Tunnel Tunnel Rail Link project as a communications manager for it. Fascinating. But it shouldn't go to Birmingham. The route through the, is very, very damaging. And we should go up the East Coast Main Line to Scotland. It's flat, there's not many buildings next to the line, etc. This route they're proposing through Birmingham is a nonsense, and I think it's right that IMAPs are opposing that particular route. But the principle of high-speed line is a good one. I mean, 1 hour to Exeter by high-speed train, and then it gets slower from there. That's the same as going to Marseille, say, and then it goes along the coast of Marseille. That's what we should adopt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stun you. I have got nothing to say about this question because I agree 100% with Nigel Farage and David. So I have nothing to say, and I'm going to pass the microphone.
I am open to complete agreement in politics. Next question then is from Colin McNamee in Somerset-on-Foe, and the question goes to leadership skills. It says, the best salesman in an organisation does not necessarily make the best manager or director or leader. Do you agree with that statement? And what are your attributes or strengths to develop UKIP as an effective UK political party in the UK? Nigel.
I do agree with that statement, and I think it's very important that whoever tries to lead UKIP doesn't try to manage UKIP. I think to do both is to get into a muddle and to risk doing both of them not to the best of your abilities. I have no intention this time round, if you choose me, to manage the party. That has to be delegated out to people who've got real skills. I believe if you look at the back of that leaflet, you see a team of people with real, relevant skills in those areas. I think the job of the leader of UKIP is to communicate good, simple messages out to the mass millions. Because if the leader's doing that, then all the work you're doing on the ground, by standing in local elections, by putting leaflets through doors, by having petition stalls, if the leader is out there on national television delivering the messages that people understand and believe in, then that makes your life easier too. This is about leadership, not management. That's the choice you face in this election.
I think leadership is about management. It is about being strategic, it is about setting a vision, and it is about doing what's necessary to take you there. I mean, I'm the one who's running the AV Plus campaign personally. I'm actually paying for it at the moment, but you know, but it's vital for us, this AV Plus campaign, because you know, if we get AV, then we get real problems when it comes to general elections. I think I am more of a statesman than a showman. I do respect Nigel, I said before, I think he's a brilliant orator. I think he is the best in the business. We have to work as a team, and what I'm offering is a team. I don't have all the answers, but I've got some really good people lined up. Frank Maloney here is very good, and he's going to take on social policy and speak to the working people for us.